starring Lee Marvin.
All right, get out of the car.
Now, believe me, officer, if you can think of one thing I've done wrong.
Out.
Hey, what is this? I wasn't breaking any law.
My name is Frank Ballinger, Detective Lieutenant, M Squad, a special detail of the Chicago Police. The captain pulled me off a case one morning for something unusual. Traffic Division had sent us a young man named Ray Fredericks.
Lieutenant, don't tell me a cop wasn't trying to kill me, and for no good reason. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I wasn't even speeding.
Now, Mr. Fredericks, it wasn't a police officer.
Then who tried to shoot my husband?
If it didn't happen, what about the bullet holes in my car?
We know it wasn't a police officer. There was no officer on that road at that time. We've checked.
Oh, I know what you're doing. You're covering up for the cop.
Ray, that's a silly thing to say.
Well, he tried to shoot me for no reason.
We have showed you 50 photographs of police officers are on duty in that traffic area. You didn't identify one of them, yet you say you saw this man face to face.
Lieutenant Ballinger, I saw a cop wearing dark glasses, and he had a gun on me. How do you expect me to remember?
Ray, I think you're making it hard for the lieutenant.
All right, maybe I am excited. Did I dream up those bullet holes in the car?
No, you didn't.
Then you do believe him.
I see that you do. I'll tell you what. Why don't you two wait outside and I'll have a detective drive you home. He'll stay with you.
Is that necessary?
Just playing it safe.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
You're welcome. This table okay?
Sure, let's take it.
I don't get it. He's a waiter. He's got a good job in a good restaurant. Been married for years. No troubles, he says.
Yeah, but a motorcycle cop on a two-wheeler. They only use those things for escort duty. Now, I can't buy it.
His description of the man was pretty positive. Let me see those mug shots again.
Well, R&I only gave us the guys who impersonate police officers in their M.O.
Yeah. Well, this one character from New York fits Ray's description pretty well.
Yeah, Vic Gorton. They call him the Executioner. Nobody's been able to nail him.
Is he in town now?
Well, not as far as I know. We usually get a rumble.
I thought these mail order boys usually just worked for the syndicate.
Yeah, he's a specialist. We've got nothing on him. Some hood gets knocked off, and the next day we hear Gorton was in town, but we can't arrest him for that.
No. But if he's in town now, and Ray can identify him, he's pulled his last job. I want to make a phone call.
All right, what do you want?
Coffee. I had to work fast. I finally located a stool pigeon and went to meet him. He wouldn't talk over the phone. His information was usually pretty accurate. If Gordon's in town, where is he?
Gordon? He's real trouble, Lieutenant. Sure a hot night tonight, ain't it?
You want me to make it hotter?
Lieutenant, when Gordon hits a town, somebody dies.
He's not after you.
Not now, but if you ever heard I put the finger on him, he'd make another trip.
He's in town.
Like you said, it's a hot night. Takes a lot to cool a man's insides.
Well, here's your chance to get a barrel full instead of a bucket.
He's in town. The Horner Hotel. Luck to you, Lieutenant. And me.
I I staked out the hotel entrance with Ray Fredericks. We'd been waiting nearly an hour before Gorton came out.
Did you ever see that man before?
I'm not sure. He looks as big as the cop who tried to shoot me, but I couldn't swear he's the same man. Well, besides, Lieutenant, even if I could identify him, it doesn't make any sense. There's no reason anybody should try to shoot me.
Well, let's get out of the sun and think of a reason, huh?
Ray, you've got to comb your memory, no matter how small the detail may seem to you.
Did you witness a street fight, an accident, anything like that?
No, I didn't.
Well, have you done anything to anybody to make an enemy?
Lieutenant, I'm just a waiter in a restaurant.
Okay, let's talk about the restaurant for a while.
Nothing ever happens there.
Ray, tell him about that girl.
Oh, honey, that isn't important.
Well, let us be the judge of that, Ray. What was it?
Well, the day before yesterday, a customer at one of my tables, a flashy redhead.
That was the day before you were shot at.
Mm-hmm. Well, there was a man at another table, a Mr. Van Horn. Oh, he looks like a banker or something. Well, anyway, he went over to this table to talk to the redhead, and pretty soon they went into a private room and back.
Really?
Well, a little later, I needed a chair or something, and I forgot they were in there, so I went in without knocking. He got real mad and bawled me out. But the redhead was taking some jewelry out of her bag and putting it on the table. Then maybe in about, 10 minutes, she left.
What about the man?
I didn't see him after that.
Well, do you think the redhead was giving him the jewelry?
Sure looked that way to me.
Who is this Van Horn?
Well, he's one of our regular customers. He tips big.
And the girl?
She's been in there before, too. Mr. Van Horn called her, Dallas. Dallas something.
Dallas Martin?
Yeah, that's her name. Do you know her?
Slightly. She's been an underworld go-between since she was in Bobby socks.
Sounds like it could be a front for a fencing operation, huh?
Yeah.
I better check on this Van Horn.
What does he mean? Isn't Ray safe even in his job?
Now, don't worry, honey. It's going to be all right.
Don't worry.
We're checking every angle, Mrs. Fredericks. We want to be sure you have protection until your husband's safe.
I got an identification on Henry Van Horn. He made his money as a manufacturing jeweler and had a fine reputation. I located him at his home.
Let me confess, Lieutenant. The girl gave me the eye, and, well, we went into a private room for a talk. Now, is that a police matter?
Well, it may be if the jewelry is involved.
Oh, yes. Well, jewelry's my business. When she learned that, she asked me to look at some things that an admirer had given her. I didn't have my glass with me, but I tried to oblige. After all, she was a most attractive girl.
And the jewelry?
Big stones, but not of the best quality. Of course, I didn't say so. Why disillusion her?
And you had no idea that she had any gangster connections?
Certainly not. I'm most grateful to you for telling me.
Mr. Van Horn, what happened to the jewelry?
I don't see that my personal affairs are any of your business.
I'm making it my business.
Do you mind if I call my attorney?
Certainly not, Mr. Van Horn. And while you're at it, get some advice about obstructing an attempted murder investigation.
What?
The waiter that walked in on you and Miss Martin. Somebody tried to kill him.
Kill the waiter? What for?
That's why I'm asking you these questions. Now, what happened to the redhead's jewelry?
Well, if you'd made that clear in the first place. She merely put the jewelry back in her handbag and took it with her. As simple as that.
You could have told me that 10 minutes ago. Thank you, Mr. Van Horn.
I had a stakeout put on Van Horn and Dallas Martin, too. It wasn't long before we knew the jeweler had paid her a visit.
Now, look here, Dallas. What's this about somebody trying to shoot the waiter?
Suppose you tell me, Henry.
I want to know what's going on.
Don't get all bothered up, Henry. You were afraid maybe he'd overheard something, and I just took the next step.
You shot at him?
I look like a cowboy or something? Be calm. The big boys can't afford to let a waiter wreck their operation.
I don't want to get mixed up in any killing.
Well, it's the waiter's tough luck he walked in on us. But he's not going to testify to anything. So far, the cops are only fishing.
He mustn't be killed. You've got to stop it.
Have something to cool you off, Henry. You don't give the orders, and neither do I. The top boys are in New York, and what they say goes.
I was promised that nothing like this would happen. I wasn't to get mixed up in anything. All I had to do was distribute the stuff.
Conditions have changed. Nobody wants to go to prison, do they? Cheers.
I wound up the day's work at the Fredericks house on the west side, checking with the detective we'd assigned to stay with Ray and his wife.
Lieutenant, I don't mind a detective being in the house if he didn't eat like a horse.
Oh, Ray, he's a perfect guest.
Well, just send us the bill. Well, I think we'll be able to convince you that it wasn't a policeman who shot at you.
Oh, I can be convinced.
You know that statement you made about the people in the back room? That might just be the lead we're looking for.
I sure hope so.
He's gone.
After the second attempt on the waiter's life, the captain and I decided to take a gamble. We moved fast.
Hello. I didn't catch the name. Never mind the credentials. I got a nose.
Where you been?
Dinner.
You got any better proof than your word, Gordon?
Indigestion. About 10 witnesses.
Okay, get your things together.
Let's go. You've been searching my room. You got a warrant?
We're looking for a motorcycle cop's uniform.
Never wear 'em. I'm not the creep type.
You want to play that game, Gordon? I go.
Frank, we're going to check you downtown, then we're going to put you on a plane.
Harassed? What for?
We'll give you a paraffin test. If you pass that, out you go.
Paraffin. Who's got a gun?
We couldn't get anything on Gordon. If he had fired a gun lately, he'd been wearing gloves. Because of his old police record, we put him on the plane to New York. He could come back, but it was better to roust him out of town and see if it was somebody else who was gunning for the waiter. Then I went out to reassure the Fredericks and look over the situation there.
Ray, you've got to be sensible. You shouldn't go out of the house. Wouldn't that be best for him, Lieutenant?
I think so.
But, honey, I've got a job. I can't just walk out on it.
This thing isn't settled yet. The man that shot at us, even the lieutenant admits he might not be the same man that put on the plane.
Well, we have no evidence against Vic Gordon.
Ray, you've got to stay home for a few days until they're very sure you're safe.
Look, Jenny, I can't even afford to stay home when I'm sick.
You've got to. I can't stand this.
Ray, you know, maybe I could square it with your boss. I'm sure he doesn't want any bullets tossed around his restaurant. One of the customers might get hit.
You could be shot walking down the street on your way to work.
All right. All right, I'll stay home for a couple of days. Will that make you feel better?
Try not to worry, Mrs. Fredericks. He's in good hands. O'Connor's going to relieve you at 8 o'clock. That's the new man. See you later.
Yeah, it's a good angle. But it's the best break we've got. Stay with it, huh, Mac?
Oh, boss. What's the best break we've got?
It was Mac and robbery. There's a rumble that stones from that $1 million heist from Denver have been brought into town. Carazoni's mob worked it.
Carazoni, that's a New York outfit. How does Mac figure that?
Dallas Martin. She was in Denver at the time they cracked the jewelry store. Probably used her to carry the stuff out of town. Now she's here meeting one of our better jewelers, a Mr. Van Horn, in a private room.
Yeah. Nobody'd ever suspect Van Horn of fencing the stuff. But if a certain waiter started to talk, questions might be asked. So they import this Gorton from New York to knock the kid off.
That's the point. What now?
I want to check on Van Horn's out-of-town customers and talk to a certain redhead.
Careful, Frank. Remember that last redhead?
Nice.
Any waiter who says I came out without my jewelry is out of his mind. Do I look like the kind of girl who comes out with less than she goes in with?
But you always carry around large amounts of expensive jewelry in your handbag.
I'm eccentric. And I steal, too. Got those from a big robbery in New York. Be careful, they're worth 50 grand.
About 98.
You know the real thing when you see it, don't you, Frank?
No, I was talking about the jewelry.
Anything you say.
Let's see how cute this is. You slipped Van Horn some jewelry in that private room in the restaurant.
I did. What private room? Who saw me go in or come out?
We've been all over that.
Oh, a goofy waiter. He's seeing things.
Yeah, like people shooting at him, huh? Dallas, don't put yourself on a spot.
How so, honey?
Well, if anything happens to that waiter, I pick you up.
Oh, Frank, don't talk like that.
You work for New York, you do like they say. They send out a gun to cover up a slip-up, you play along. You've been doing it for years.
What can I do? You want to be that way? So you're that way. Run along, Lieutenant.
Okay. But don't say I didn't warn you.
What for?
For being a bad liar. But I can't take you in for that.
Goodbye, Lieutenant Ballinger. Long distance. I want a New York number.
I was back investigating Van Horn's customers with a few surprising results when I got a call. Black Eyes, the stool pigeon, wanted to see me in a hurry.
What do you got?
It's a hot one tonight. Man needs a lot of beverage these days to stay alive.
Okay, what do you got?
Vic Gorton is back in town.
What hotel?
Wasn't mentioned. He just drove in. That's all.
That's all?
That's all.
Okay, thanks.
I alerted my boss on Gorton's return and headed for the waiter's house. It was 15 minutes away.
Hello. Is this the home of Ray Fredericks? I want to talk to him.
In just a moment, I'll call him. It's for you, dear.
Who is it, honey?
I don't know.
Thank you, John.
Hello? This is the police, Mr. Fredericks. We want you to come down to the station tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. We'd like you to check some more mug shots. Is everything all right? What new detective? Listen carefully, Mr. Fredericks, and keep calm. He's a phony.
What?
We'll be right over. When we ring the bell, bring him to the front door with you.
Yes, I understand.
Be careful, Mr. Fredericks.
Thank you.
Who was it?
Well, it's just an old friend of mine. Honey,
Would you do me a favor and go up to my room and get my fishing tackle for me?
What for? It's packed away in the closet.
No, please, Jenny, please. Please just go and get it for me. I want you to see it, Bob. It's really a beauty.
You don't have to go to that bother, Mrs. Fredericks.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. We go up to Minnesota every September. My folks are from there. The lakes are really loaded.
Yeah, I've been up that way. Caught some big fellas myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing like a day on a lake to forget the woes of the world. Wife goes along with me. She likes the same things I do.
Ray!
Jenny. He isn't a detective at all. He was sent here to kill me. The police are on their way now.
Ray, are you sure?
Yes. The police just phoned.
What's this?
This is a phony cop.
What are you talking about? This is the man we sent over. Well, what's happened? Who's you here? Talk! Talk!
You've really gone too far, Frank, dragging me down here. I don't know anything about stolen jewelry, or fencing it, or anything.
Mr. Van Horn has been shipping jewelry to out-of-town customers. Customers who have known records for receiving stolen jewelry.
Oh, Frank.
Excuse me.
You getting anywhere? Gordon won't talk either. Not a peep.
Okay, have him taken back to his cell, but bring him through here.
Right.
All right, let's not talk about the stolen jewelry anymore.
Now you're talking sense, Frank.
Let's talk about murder.
Murder?
Don't let them scare you, Henry. They'll try to pin anything on it. We're here on a bum rap, and the lieutenant's in trouble.
Hi, Vic. Well, aren't you going to say hello to your friend?
He's talked enough already.
All right, quit stalling. That's the man they sent out from New York to silence the waiter. He ran out of luck. So the two of you can save yourselves a lot of trouble.
I'm in no trouble.
Lieutenant, I know nothing about that man.
Shut up.
You can't involve me in any killing.
Keep your mouth shut. They feel very big now. But wait till a smart lawyer gets them in court.
A stolen jewelry charge is a lot lighter than an attempted murder rap. Now, Mr. Van Horn, did you or did you not receive stolen jewelry from this woman?
I've made a fool of myself. Got into something too big to handle, working with her. It looked so easy. Then I found I was taking orders from men in New York.
Will you sign a statement to that effect?
Yes, but I had nothing to do with that gunman. She told me that New York sent him out.
Shut up, you fool.
Goodbye, Miss Martin.
There's a lot of satisfaction in putting the smart ones away. Van Horn got 1 to 10 years for the fence job. Dallas Martin drew the same for possessing stolen property. And our investigation into Vic Gorton's trips to Chicago sent him to a date with the executioner in Stateville Prison. That's a date that all killers, professional or amateur, eventually keep.
Squad. starring Lee Marvin.